Managing user access for applications is hard. How do you keep up? IDHub can help. Manage all your apps with IDHub. Right access for right people to right systems.
How do you know who has access to all your business applications, spreadsheets, expensive inflexible software, or possibly your monthly bill? It's time for something easier, faster, and more secure. IDHub provides a simple way to manage all of your user access rights, user roles, and user privileges. Get started by adding your users, user roles, and the applications you use. See all your accounts in one place. Discover the applications each user has access to. Find out who has access to specific applications. View and manage each application owner, administrator, standard, or privileged user. Track when the user received access, what her rights are, and how they were approved. Quickly onboard new users, modify existing users, and remove users entirely. IDHub is compatible with single sign-on solutions. With single sign-on integration, you can eliminate phishing attacks and time-consuming password reset requests. With the Workflow Designer, customize new application approval processes to fit your business needs. Modify user access and roles with a few simple clicks. IDHub, right access for the right people to the right systems. Sign up for a free trial, schedule a demo, or contact us today to learn how IDHub can help your business. As you probably already know, 85% of cyber attacks involve human interaction, and 22% of attacks come from insider threats. Identity management is critical to cybersecurity, but it needs to be functional, easy to use, and adaptable to your security requirements. Today, we'll show you how to quickly customize business workflows and how easy it is to certify or revoke user access inside IDHub. Let's assume Noah has asked for a new application called Radar. The marketing director, Sarah, will act as the business owner. She wants new user requests to be approved by their manager and then by her. However, if she is the manager, she doesn't want a second approval. Additionally, she wants everyone in the marketing department notified by email when a new user is added. One of our administrators, Jerome, will onboard this new application. Let's get started. First, we will need to create a custom form that identifies what channels the requester needs access to: LinkedIn, Twitter, or both. We'll start by naming the form and then adding a few questions. First, we will create a group of questions called Basic Details. Here, we'll ask for the requester's name and email address and make these fields required. Next, we'll add another group called Other Details. In this group, we'll add a drop-down asking what social media channels the user needs access to: LinkedIn, Twitter, or both. We'll click Submit to complete our form. Let's preview the form. Our next step is to create the custom workflow for Radar. We'll start by copying a standard two-step approval workflow and simply pasting it into a blank canvas as a base for our new workflow. Our first requirement is to determine if the requester's manager is also the business owner. Immediately after the manager approval, we'll add two potential conditions. The first condition will generate if the manager is the business owner. The next condition will proceed if the manager is not the business owner. Now, we simply connect the conditions to the workflow in the appropriate locations. Moving on, we need to ensure all marketing department members are notified by email when someone is granted access. We'll click and drag the Send Notification operation node. We'll choose the email template to send. Then, we will tell the system who will receive the email. In this case, it's all the users with the role Marketing Team. Next, we'll name this workflow, enable it to be used with applications and entitlements, and create it. Now that our custom form and workflow have been created, let's onboard the new application, Radar. We'll start by naming it and choosing a logo. We'll add a description, the URL, and assign the business owner and IT owner. This is a disconnected application, so we'll select Disconnected. For the approval workflow, we'll select the custom workflow we created for Radar, assign the role to provision access when granted, and select the custom form we built for this application. We want this application to be requestable to all active users. Moving on to the Attributes page, we'll choose which attributes we want to synchronize and which direction we want to match the data. We can match IDHub data to the application data to IDHub, or by the last record updated. We'll need to select one unique attribute to act as a key to reconcile the information between both systems. In this last step, we'll add entitlements for Radar. We're adding an entitlement for admin account level access. We'll set the risk level to high, make this requestable, and add it. Let's submit this new application. Radar is now a live application in our catalog. Moving back to our user Noah, let's see how he can request access to Radar. First, he'll search for Radar from the resource catalog and select it. He'll add it to his cart and complete the Radar form. He submits his request. From Noah's request page, he can track his request and see that Sarah needs to approve it. At Sarah's desk, she can see the new task. She opens and approves the request, and the second approval is bypassed, and Noah has access to Radar. Now, we'll create a certification audit, which will validate the users who have access to Radar. To begin, we name the certification, select resource as the certification type, and add a description. We won't require approval to run a new audit. We'll select the workflow we want assigned to Radar. We want to ensure all active users are being audited for access to Radar, so Radar will be the only resource we select. We'll allow any user with the role Access Manager to be the certifier. We'll schedule the audit to run every month on a set timely basis. We could set rules which would trigger an automatic certification, like a department or role change. We will allow the certification to be valid for 2 months. Now we can review our new certification and submit it. Let's run this certification and audit all users who have access to Radar. Within the certification task, we can easily certify all Radar users, or certify them individually. Let's revoke Frank's access. Quickly removing user access is simple. Admins can search for a specific user, find the resource to remove, and confirm removal. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching this short demo about how IDHub can improve your security and operational efficiency.